Welcome to Honors Geometry, Lesson 10.4, Inscribed Angles. What is an inscribed angle, you say? Well, let me show you. An inscribed angle is defined as an angle whose vertex is on the circle and whose sides are chords. A is on the circle, AX and AY, those two segments are chords. So angle XAY or angle A is an inscribed angle. Intercepted arc. An intercepted arc is defined as an arc that lies in the interior of an inscribed angle and has endpoints that are on the angle. So arc XY is an intercepted arc. It is cut off from the rest of the circle because it's in the interior of the angle. The inscribed angle theorem says the measure of an inscribed angle is 1/2 the measure of its intercepted arc. So if you know the angle is 27 degrees, you know that the arc has a measure of 54 degrees. Or conversely, if you know that the arc has a measure of 54 degrees, then the inscribed angle is 27. Alright, let's play around a little bit with that. If you know the inscribed angle is 27 degrees, alright, and the measure of the arc is 3x plus 2. Sorry, 3x plus 3 degrees. Alright, you would double 27. 27 equals half of its intercepted arc, 3x plus 3. So most times you don't want to deal with fractions here, so multiply both sides by 2. That'll get rid of the 1/2 because 2 times 1/2 is 1. So 54 equals 3x plus 3. Subtract 3 from both sides, 51 equals 3x. Divide both sides by 3, and 17 equals x. And another cool theorem that goes right along with this inscribed angle theorem, although it doesn't have a name, is this. If two inscribed angles intercept the same arc, angle A intercepts arc XY, angle B intercepts arc XY. If they intercept same arc, then the angles are congruent, and that makes sense because angle A is half of 54, that would make that 27 degrees, and B is half of 54, that would make that 27 degrees. So they have to be congruent to each other. And even if that 54 was not there, you could still say that angle A would be half of the measure of arc XY, and B would be half the measure of arc XY. So they both have the same measure because those two statements are equivalent. So they still are congruent to each other, whether there are numbers there or not. So, wow, that was a really quick lesson. This does end Lesson 10.4, Inscribed Angles.